All right, we are back. Another round of the holistics. Discussing all the holistic ways, discussing all the properties in which, to stay healthy, keep your immune system high, and just everything that is going on right now with all the COVID testing, everybody just going through what they're going through right now. Okay, so back at it. All right, we're back at it. So, first things first, what are you doing to keep yourself healthy? That is the main focus right now. Are you just going to go and take the vaccine? They might make it mandatory. What are you going to do if it's mandatory, huh? Are you just going to go ahead and take the test? Have them probe your brain? Stick things up your nose? Just to say you're okay? Or is it a whole different issue? We don't know yet. We're going to find out. Wait for my folks to slide. So yeah, we're going to get back.
Yo, yo,
My G.
my G, what's popping?
Oh man, we're just going into it, man. What's going on with you?
How you doing, man?
They don't
Everything
poke
good?
they don't poke your brain anymore for the test. Some people do, my G. Not everybody is going through the same thing. We talking about a whole worldwide thing. Not everybody is able to get that swab. All right, so
Word, word.
some people are still dealing with it. I know. I mean, you might feel that way, but there's definitely other ways for you to get the test, and we know that. But a lot of people are still dealing with it.
Yeah, that's the puzzling thing to me about that too, man, is that why does it need to be so why do they need to go so far into the nasal cavity? Um, as from my understanding, it can be transmitted, you know, just through speaking through the air. So if it's that easy to get in, why do they have to go so far up to check to test to see if you have it or not? Why
Yeah, I
couldn't
mean,
they just do the bridge of the nose and then I mean, wouldn't your bodily fluids right there be enough to prove if you are positive or negative?
yeah. There's always pros and cons to it. There's always so much that they can do. They have to get the back of your throat. They have to, there's always different measures to it. The point is, whatever it is they tell you is going to be a mandatory situation.
Word.
And they could do it different ways. There's always a different way that can be done, but they're just not doing it at that time. There's still people getting it done that same way. So not everybody has the luxury to get it, this nice, safe, and easy way where they don't do that, because you can see all around the world right now, especially with a lot of companies that are having high rates of, COVID. It's mandatory that the employees take this test just to see if they have it or not, regardless
Yeah.
if you have symptoms or not, because you can have it and not show any symptoms.
Oh, homie saying the mucus on your nasal is different.
Then what?
And then he's talking about the vaccines. The vaccines are going to be mandatory if you want to travel.
Yeah, so there's always, okay. That's the whole point. It's always going to be something there that is going to be against your will. Where if you want to go and
Yeah.
travel, if you want to go to work, if you want to do certain things, you have to either get something or another. We don't know what it's going to be yet, but it's just getting to that point, and that's what we're discussing. That's what we're subjects that we're
Yeah.
touching on.
Yeah, and it's like, mandatory vaccine. Let's look at it. Let's look at the history of America with vaccines. I don't have to go too far back to think about the Tuskegee experiment where they weren't treating, uh, African Americans or blacks or whatever you want to
Hold
refer
up, hold
to.
up, hold
So
on. Speak on it the real. They told them that they were helping them out,
yes,
and they deliberately shot them up with syphilis, shot them up with
yeah, no
diseases,
doubt,
so you could see the reaction and what's going to
action,
happen.
because they were under the impression that a black person's body will manifest a different reaction to the disease.
A test cell,
So
a
pretty
test cell.
much just like a lab rat, which
Yeah,
is what,
and pull it up. You got the laptop in front of you?
yeah,
I mean, we could, we're gonna start giving out dates, and we're gonna start giving out times for the people to actually, check out for themselves, and to, to double check what we talk about.
yeah, of course,
And
yep,
it was a Tuskegee,
yeah,
Tuskegee
Tuskegee.
Airmen, the Tuskegee Airmen experiment.
Nah, it
Okay,
was just a Tuskegee experiment, I
but it was
believe.
on the Tuskegee Airmen. What I'm talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, it was on. It was for people of color. It was, Tuskegee experiment. Look it up so we can get some dates up there. But yeah, man. So
I
it's
got
just
you.
been a lot of situations where, the public has been misled, and then there's been a lot of situations. So it's just a hard situation for everybody, that's dealing with it. And now you're looking at not just yourself,
It was in
but
1932, and this is
okay, now
coming. This is coming from the History Channel.
give it the breakdown. So what are they saying?
There was no known treatment.
Yeah, so doctors came
Six six
around.
hundred African American men from Macon County, Alabama, who were enrolled in the project, um, which is aimed to study full progression of the disease.
Yeah, yeah. So it's called the
They
Tuskegee
were the
experiment, right?
the participants were primarily sharecroppers, and many never before visited a doctor.
Okay.
So, what was it? I study 399 men,
And
latent syphilis group,
it's a
and the other 200 who were free of the disease,
and it's
and they
called
were
the
being treated
Tuskegee
for
experiment.
bad blood.
Is it Tuskegee Airmen or just Tuskegee
Now,
experiment?
Tuskegee Airmen is a different thing.
Yeah, yeah.
The Tuskegee experiment was the
Was
syphilis
this?
thing. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. But I
yeah,
mean, Tuskegee. Okay, yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I
yeah.
know what
So
Tuskegee Airmen is, but I didn't know if there was. See, that's why I got to refresh some stuff too. I didn't know if they was giving it to the airmen or what, but I know it was the Tuskegee experiment, and they were giving it to all the people of color.
definitely, it was all yeah, all people of color.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It said that. Oh yeah, yeah. So they the 399 actually had it, and then the control group, which is the one that they give the placebo to, was 201
And what they
who
gave
didn't
them?
have the
They,
disease.
they shot him with syphilis.
Yeah.
They gave a healthy
Uh,
man syphilis just to see what it's gonna do.
yeah, I mean that's what it showed.
Come on, man. But yeah, so the point that we made is there's
Well,
just been a lot
actually, I
of
believe that
situations.
what they were doing was the ones that they weren't treating the ones that had the disease. So
Yeah, man. So yeah,
that's what was happening.
it's a lot, man. It's a lot, but
It
as we try
definitely
to
is.
stay as safe as possible, what are we doing to protect ourselves? What are we doing to actually, be there on the forefront of new age health, modern day health consciousness? You know what I mean? What are we doing to stay conscious about our health?
Yeah. And then what do you do? What do you do when your employer tells you that that you have to take this? Like what the brother was saying earlier,
That's the issue.
he had to take the vaccination for COVID in order to become a citizen. From what I think he was saying in there, from what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And what are we supposed to do in that situation. And that's the cool part about it, because now we got to look at ourselves and our children, and what are we going to do to protect ourselves?
Exactly.
And that's the steps that we need to take, and that's the information we need to give to the public for them to see exactly different outlets and different things that they can do to protect their rights as American citizens, as just people in general. Because there's rights that you have to understand and know before you just are forced to do something that could have effects on you. A lot of these treatments, a lot of this stuff, it hasn't been tested.
It hasn't. And
You
then
know,
there's cases of people having Bell's palsy after the usage. I believe one of the vaccines, the person got there were several people that got Bell's palsy after taking it.
yeah, yeah.
So, or what I've seen news clips about it. I didn't really read into detail about it, but I did see clips on it, and it was discussing that some people were experiencing that. And then I also heard that the other manufacturer, there were some allergic reactions. So they're going back to the drawing board to try to
Try to figure it out, because
figure it out.
the whole thing is this is all new to everybody. So anything that's out there that they're giving a thumbs up to is a new product. It's something that has not seen any effects on anybody. So we don't know what is going to happen in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line. So that's the scary part about it, So everybody just needs to pay attention and figure out what they're going to do for themselves and for their children, because now you're getting into schools, and now you're getting into, let me just lean on the vaccine.
And then that's another thing with the kids. Before we going back, that's going to have to happen. You know what I'm saying? And then not to mention, there's people in the school field. You know what I'm saying? Who who are going to be it's going to be mandatory for them to have to take it. You know what I'm saying?
Especially in the health field. I know multiple people that had to take the test 1, 2, 3 times. And this is something like this longer, straight into your body, just for them to find out and say, you know what, you're good, get up out of here. You have to we're getting to a point now where you have to get your maybe it's getting a little easier, or maybe someone could do other testing, but there's people that still had to go through that just for them to get through the next day.
Exactly, or to go to work. There's people that have to do it just to go to work.
Even though they say, oh, you're okay, you don't have it, but we're going to have to probe you and do some more. Okay, next. You know what I mean? And some people do it soft, some people do it whatever, but the whole point is that's not the only thing that, they have to do. You have to know your rights, and if you have to get tested,
oh yeah, no doubt.
You got to stay safe. You got to, that's all part of being a responsible human being. You stay safe, you protect yourself, you wear your mask, you don't, associate with people you don't understand. So you have to stay protected. And the best way to do that is knowing the steps to take to keep your immune system high.
Yep.
And if someone tries to probe you and tell you that you have to take this abuse, or you have to take this vaccine, or you have to be, probed, you could have an outlet to say, okay, well, these are my rights. I've been tested 3 months ago. I was tested 7 weeks ago. Like, there's certain things you could tell these people so this doesn't happen to you. Yes. A lot of people, they don't understand that, and they just, go along with what everybody's telling them. And it's bad, and it's a scary situation, because you never know, if everybody has the right intention.
Exactly.
And that's the scary part. And you don't want to add chemicals, or you don't want to add different things that you have never heard about into your body or into your kid's body, different vaccines, different things that you have never even done the research about, and you never know what's going to happen.
But then
So
on the flip side, it's like we know and understand that we want to have
how much time are we at?
we good.
All right.
We got to know and understand that we want to be as ailment free as possible. We want to reduce the amount of, we don't want to be sick, of course. Exactly. So,
Every day and every night. Like
sea moss, elderberry, some type
sea
of,
moss, elderberries, and about 100 different herbs that no one
yeah,
ever heard about. That's the thing. When I pull out my stash, when I go so in off the, biofield tuning of the body, and you get that sound therapy, and you detox, and you cleanse your body and rid it of all the toxins, your body vibrates at a different rate.
oh yeah,
So certain things that you pull out for people, they don't understand because they never heard about it. 90% of the people never heard about a human biofield or even tuning forks. You see all this right here? And then you go into the herbs that people have never heard about. And then you go into the sea moss that, I brought out for everybody to see and tap into, but some people tried it. You don't know how many packages I done sent out for people just off the strength.
yeah, most definitely, man.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me just. All right, man. But yeah, just to get people in the right position, because a lot of this information, you hear all about the vaccines, you hear about the, testing, but you don't never hear about ancient remedies to keep your body vibrating, to keep it strong, and to fight off infection. Because the COVID is only an infection. It's an infectious disease that attacks what? A weak immune system.
Exactly. And see, that doubles back
Come on,
what
man.
we've been saying since we first started this thing, which is these things that we actually do for ourselves, or these methods that we use, and the way that we eat, and the things that we eat, and the things that we put into our body. This is preventative measures. These are things that you do on a daily basis. This isn't something. See what happens with the vaccines or the other medicine. It's for after the fact.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're trying to combat it before it even gets there.
And you could do, and off the strength, understand that you could do at-home testing and take those results to your employer, take those results to whoever you need that wants to see them, and say, I tested a week ago. This is on live. This is the results. You got a problem? Talk to my lawyer. Yeah. But I'm not going to let you probe my body for you to feel safe. No doubt. Because I know I'm safe.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. I mean, I believe that Virginia is a right to work state. So I believe that they can force you to take the vaccine, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm pretty sure that there's still grounds that you would have to look into that. But I know, me personally, if my job starts talking, well, my job is based out of DC, but if they start talking about mandatory vaccinations, I'm going to have to try to see what I need to do, because I don't know if it's something that's right away, I don't know if I'm going to want to jump into that. You know what I'm saying? And I know that I know our new administration, they're going to be very, strong about trying to eradicate this thing or try to fight it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about that is that their thoroughness and their ability to try to force it on everybody, man, that's where the lines get blurred. You know what I'm saying? That's where the lines get blurred.
That's where you draw the line. Like, it's gonna be a blurred line to people that can't focus. But that's where you draw the line and say, okay, well, what can you do to protect yourself and make sure you're okay, where people just not going to be doing whatever they want to your
Word
body,
up.
to yourself, for you to make a living.
And just like what the sister said, have a plan. But that's what we always
Have a
push.
plan. That's
You know what
it.
I'm
And that's
saying?
the plan.
We
Is
always push that.
the plan
Have a
is,
plan.
make sure
Yeah,
you're
no
keeping
doubt.
your body
No doubt.
vibrating at a
Word.
high level. These right here are tuning forks. I got all different levels of sound therapy. And everybody knows when your body vibrates at a certain level, nothing can stick to it, and you're virtually invincible. Okay? Invincible to an extent. You're still human.
Yeah.
Anything can happen to you. You could get killed walking your dog. Okay? So that we all know that. You're not, Superman, whatever, Superwoman, Superman, you're not that. But the point is, you could
We're gonna get her.
steps.
We're gonna get you that information.
Yeah.
I'll
We'll
DM you
take
that
care of you.
information on how to get that. But
But
anyway, yeah, that's the thing. Well, and then that triple back. That doubles back to look, man, we've talked so many times during COVID, and what's my main thing that I'm always talking about? Meditation. You know what I'm saying? Meditation.
Because
Yep.
your body.
Yep.
Think about everybody that's passed away from the COVID is older people,
Normally.
and people with weak immune systems. People that's been eating bullshit forever and don't care. People that just been drinking and doing dope and just just out there without a detox, without I'm not gonna eat that today, without sea moss, without herbal tonics every day of your life.
Yeah.
Because people don't understand. The herbs is what saved me.
Word.
I
Word.
was around all kind of people that was sick and everybody's all, falling apart, or going crazy,
Word.
And then I walked into a room and walked out, not even touched.
I swear.
And you
I swear.
and you done had, and you know about the black juice.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. And that's what the sister was saying, because I remember when she was going through her thing, and she was saying that she went through it, but she's vegan, so it wasn't that bad. And that's the thing. See, and see that's another. And we gotta close, but that's another thing too. Just like what you said. We got what we got. We got diabetes. We got high blood pressure. We got heart disease.
And the number one killer in America.
Heart disease. Come on, man. So with those things, which are ailments that all you got to do is get up off your ass and move around.
Is ailments from your body. You know what it is. I want you to say it. I mean, your body breaking down. That's just it.
Exactly. No doubt.
Because once, your heart pumps blood daily, okay? So once your arteries, your veins is pumping all that toxic chemicals through your body, because your body needs nutrients, okay? Your body doesn't need bullshit carbs, red dye number 4, citric acid, and all the preservatives that are in your packaged foods every day.
Your packaged processed food. Yep.
When you're hungry, your body's telling you, I need nutrients. But you
no
eat
doubt.
a bag of chips and then go eat another bag of chips.
No
and
doubt.
Then on your way to work, stop by fast food because you ain't got no time to make no lentils and even if and find out your choice of protein, because you could get there's levels of protein. You get you know what I mean? So whatever it is that you eat, but people don't eat in that sense. They eat for hunger, taste, and
exactly.
If it doesn't have sugar, if it doesn't have salt,
man.
if it doesn't have sugar and salt, these motherfuckers ain't gonna eat it.
And that's what's killing us. That's
What you
that's
mean?
the shit
Everybody,
that's killing us.
ain't no.
That's the shit that's killing us, man.
It's not that's what's killing us, because heart disease is the #1 killer, and your heart pumps all the blood through your body.
Yep.
And if your heart is doing too much work and you're only redlining it and you're not getting an oil change on your car,
Exactly.
what's gonna happen? You're gonna be on the side of the road.
That shit gonna stop.
That's gonna stop, because you need an oil change just for regular maintenance.
Yep.
And you ain't never had no detox, and your heart keep pumping while you eating that.
Don't eat no fiber. Don't eat no fiber. Drink nothing but soda.
Fiber, no sea moss.
Fast food all the time.
Fast food, because you gotta hurry up and get to work and get a probe in your nose. And you gotta hurry up. Hurry up.
We gotta hop off, my brother.
All right, man. Hey, we hopping off.
Hop off, my G.
Man, we up out of here, man. We're gonna tap in. I mean, I don't even know if we're gonna. It's a cheers to y'all, man. You know, tune in Forks, get everything.
Word. Hey, send me some info on where I could find them, Jones, so I could DM.
I got you, man. I got you on
the sister.
I mean, you already know what it is, man. Get your elderberries in your system.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Get whatever it is you get right. You know, certain things always worked. Always worked. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it.
Don't fix it. Since day one, me and my G been on it. I remember we was in the gym, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Sized up. Going
still eating bad.
You know what I'm saying? And
no
it
doubt.
was a mindset back then.
Word.
Of tapping in and just, doing the right things. And we ended up here.
Word.
And we got to do what we got to do for our families, for ourselves, and for everybody that's going to listen and tap into what we're saying.
Word up.
Because we done already did it. Check our pages out.
Yeah.
We done lost the weight. We done changed our lives. You know what I'm saying? And we try to
and now we trying to give it to the people.
And that's it, man. So we up out of here.
All right, brother.
I'll tap in, and then I'm going to hit you, brother. We're going to lock it in.
My G. Hey, we got to try to schedule another joint.
Yeah, I got you, brother.
All right.
I'm going to call you, and we're going to lock it in.
Peace, bro.
All right, we up out of here, y'all. We're going to we'll get back to it. We'll bring some more information through and just try to help, as many people as we can, to understand what we've been through, what we've been through and what we're going through. Because this whole reset, this whole new lifestyle, the new normal and everything, it's definitely going to be an issue for everybody to try to make it balance with their lives, because we never dealt with this kind of stuff before. And the best thing we have on our side is knowledge. We're in the age of knowledge. You can't hide anything from people anymore. You know what I mean? So it's not back in the day where you can't get a book or they try to hide some information for you. Everybody got a smartphone. Everybody got Google. You can figure out what's really going on. Now, if you don't want to listen to it, that's cool. You don't want to drink the sea moss. You don't want to hear about the herbs. You don't want to hear about the food. You just want to work. You know what I mean? Do stuff like that. That's okay too. But when you really research what we're talking about and what's going on, you can find it right there. So that's that. So everybody stay up to date what's going on, and we'll tap back in. All right. Hold on. Damn, what happened?